Hello, it's 6:25, 2021, and I'm out here showing you guys my P&L for the day. I'm trying to figure out my thinking throughout the day with the trades that I take. So I might just start recording and putting on this channel. So I'll start right away. I'll show you guys my setup and everything in another video. I just want to write this down before I forget about everything. Alright, so then basically my first trade was a sell. I bought these JDs yesterday. There was a bunch of call volume that came in around, I think it was like around 11:30, and there was like a gap up and stuff like that. I held throughout the whole day and I sold in the morning. I did not see like this crazy run up coming, but low key I should have just waited till it like held support on the Fibonacci level. But I kind of sold right here. Besides that, like the contract went to like 130, but I low key got like maybe 40% out of that one contract. I had five of them yesterday, but I took profit. I definitely could have made some more money. So definitely, I should have kept at least one more. Would have made a little bit more money, and maybe I should have respected the Fibonacci level more. And maybe it would have held support throughout here. I just wanted to sell out right away because on Fridays like the premiums move crazy. But looking back at it, I should have seen like there was support right here in the pre-market, and it definitely bounced right there and just started mooning throughout the whole day. There was a bunch of other JD call volume as well throughout the day, and yeah, that was my first trade. My second trade was, let's see, cat. All right, so cat. The only reason why I played cat, I don't really like playing cat, but for the most part, for like the past couple weeks, it's been dumping after this huge crazy run. It's been going on for like the past, I could say, about since like October, or like even last year, I think. So yeah, it's been mooning since like the fucking crash in fucking 2020. So today I decided to play calls on it because I thought it was gonna bounce for the infrastructure bill that came out yesterday. Well, I don't know if it came out or it was announced that it was gonna be passed or whatever. So I bought in at give me a second. I bought in at 940. Uh, so that's this rip right here. Once it passed VWAP, I was ready to enter the trade, but it kind of failed over VWAP and it started dumping. I sold around. I bought in at 29 cents, sold out at 20 cents. Held the trade for about 3 minutes, so probably around this candle right here. I probably could have sold out a little bit faster right here, but I just thought Cat was gonna have like that crazy strength because like the industry stocks like Cat, HD, bunch of other stocks like like create buildings and stuff like that. I don't know. They were pumping yesterday. It was going crazy. Like I caught that wave yesterday. This wave right here, and I really believe there was a more strength in this name. So yeah, that's what happened. That premium really shit itself right there. But besides that, I took a TTD trade. Let's see, TTD. Oh wait, Cat was a $90 L by the way. That premium just shit itself crazy. Yo, so then TTD. Let's see. TTD was pumping crazy. I got the 81s. I lost $5. I lost $4. Five contracts. So that was a $20 L. It was pumping crazy, and then the premium just dumped on me, and I kind of didn't want to stay in the trade. I think those calls went up a little bit more. Let me see. Uh, 947, 947. Yeah, the hot was 78.7, but like I kind of felt like it was too overextended. Like yesterday went up like 17%, so I didn't really want to hold the call for that long, and I just thought that I got in at a really expensive price, and I just took a small L right there. I probably could have got in right here pre-market break right here and got in a way better premium right here because I know that well they are weeklies, and that weekly premium burns fast as hell. It goes up fast as hell at 9:30. It goes up crazy around that time, like the first 10 minutes. But after that, like if you're not in a good position, that premium and that theta is just gonna burn your contracts to the ground. So then I took what was that TD, a $20 L right there. My next trade was Space SPCE. Made $40. I definitely could have made way more on this trade. Let me see. I could have made way more on this trade. I got in at 10.16. The contracts were at 121, and I sold out at 123, 122, kind of. I got back in around a minute later, and then I sold for another profit of like around $10 a contract average, I guess. I made $40 in that trade. This stock was pumping really hard. It was up like what, like 40% at one time, in the day, and I just wanted to like get in on the action. I knew those contracts were really cheap, and like the gamma squeeze on this shit was crazy. Well, I assume it was gamma squeezing because everything's in the money. I don't know. It was just going crazy, and I just had a really good strike price at first. I had the 50s, and they ended up like going crazy. But I didn't have like the best hands with this because I just thought it was gonna dump. It was like way too overextended, and sometimes this does have news and it pumps like this. Like, let me see. Yeah, like some days like there's crazy news like this, and like it just pumps and dumps. So I didn't want to get trapped. I took a small profit, but yeah. Now I know for the next time I could probably look for like more technical to like go throughout the trade. I didn't have no like lines like except for, like these old lines, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So then yeah, that was space. I did Nokia for $52. Got made $52 there. I was just trading in and out of the 2023 contracts. It was busting today. It was up like 10%, I think so, at one point, and I saw there was a huge spread on the 2023 contracts. Let me see. 20. It was the 15s and the 17s, I think so. There was a huge spread on those contracts, and I was just going in and out with like 10 contracts every single time for like a 3 cent difference like every single time. Like see like these bounces right here, but that's still money though. Like if you buy 10 contracts and it goes up by 3 cents, and then like this shit moves weird as hell. So I saw a pattern here. I was buying the dips, selling the rips on it. The contract is really liquid. There's a lot of people in these contracts, so I was just buying it and selling it to the other random person. You know what I'm saying? Just creating liquidity in the market, as the market makers say, or as they do. So yeah, I did that for a little bit because I was really bored. I didn't stand up for like the whole entire day. I was looking at the screen the whole entire time because I didn't really have like a banger trade, but this definitely helped my P&L after taking that L in cat in the beginning. I took, wait, it's the last one. Oh, I picked up these QCOM calls because there's like a 5G event coming up on Monday, which they're gonna discuss like global 5G networks and stuff like that. I don't know. They're like it's like a 5G network event, and I just took some QCOM calls because they're based heavily on 5G, and they're heavily favored in that field. I was gonna add these Nokia contracts, but I kept flipping them like five, like three or four times. I don't know. I think I bought in like 3 times and I sold them right away. One, two, three, yeah. So then, yeah, I did that and I picked up QCOM. Right now it's up $14, even though it dumped crazy. So I'm expecting some good price action on Monday. Hopefully the event goes well and QCOM gets mentioned really good. You probably could have picked up like T-Mobile, Nokia, Verizon, I guess. Like different companies that associated themselves with 5G. But I decided to go with these QComs because they were kind of cheaper, and they have a little bit more time in them, kind of closer to the money. I know I could have got the Nokia's for like $15. Let me see, for like the same amount of time, for the same amount of time for like $15. But like, this shit barely moves, and I didn't want to bag all those contracts. Now the last trade is what I really want to talk about, which is Baba. Now this is what happened basically. So I'm really tired. I spent the whole entire day looking at the screen, and I just go lay in my bed and turn on my PC because I was just done for the day. I was like, I think I was breaking even, or I was up like $50. I don't know. Somebody tweets that Baba's going crazy. I hop on my computer. Well, first I open up TOS and I see the Baba contracts for this week. Let me see. Which ones did I play? 227s. These were hovering around. Let's pull up the chart. These were hovering around when I first looked at it on my phone. They were hovering around 30 cents, so it was around right here. And my PC was off, and I kind of have a fast PC, but it took like 2 minutes to like load. But I knew like once I saw these candles in Baba, like I knew it was gonna move crazy because Baba is like one of those movers. Like once it starts moving like that premium can run crazy, and especially there was like what 20, 18 minutes left for the day. So then I knew that premium was gonna run up crazy and it was gonna be super cheap, and there was some call buying opportunity right there. So then when I pulled it up at first, it was around like 70 to 80 cents. I thought the premium was going crazy. It wicked out right here. But once I saw support right here at this level, 227.02, I decided to buy here. I think the contracts were like I got in at a dollar, bro. I did got in at the perfect price, bro, at a dollar. I don't know how I got filled in at a dollar right there, but it filled me at a dollar. It ripped crazy. Let me see. I sold out at, bro, I was in the trade for literally less than 20 seconds. For literally less than 20 seconds, I sold 4 of my contracts already. So then it went from, alright, so it went from right here. Look, that break of this right here to a dollar 50. Literally in less than like 15 seconds, I got out with 4 contracts. I definitely could have held way more and pulled out 100% for like the last 20 minutes of the day. But I just wanted to take profits because like there's like 10 minutes left, and these contracts are gonna be worthless, and like like it's not worth the risk. But it did keep going, and I was so mad. I had one more contract. The highest I sold for was 151. But besides that, like I was so mad that I probably could have pulled like a 250%, but at the end of the day, it's not realistic because there was no time left, and I just wanted to like get the day over with. Like I was dead ass tired as hell. So then I just pulled out right away and wanted to go home with a big W. So then I pulled in 213 for that trade. I think I put in 5 times 100, 500 for that one trade, and then yeah, that's pretty much what I did. And then at the end of the day, I ended up with 233 to the P&L. Usually Fridays are my best days for the most part. My like I use a website called TraderView and I check my P&L like per day. And Fridays are definitely like my favorite days and my best days to trade. Like I don't know why. Like I kind of know how to like figure out like the balance and the supports on these contracts and catch them on the low. I guess that's my specialty, and Friday, like especially when that premium is running up, like you can catch some really crazy gains really fast. So this is what happened, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. So this is my first video. I'm definitely gonna structure this better for Monday. This was just off, off the head right now, but on Monday, I'm gonna write down my trades so I can have a really nice setup for you guys. And for the most part, this is actually gonna be for me, so I could look at my trades and think about and know what I was thinking about that day, because sometimes I will look at a 5-day winning streak, like winning like 400, $500 a day, and then I wouldn't know what was going through my mind at that time. Now there could be days that I'll be losing 4 or 5 times a day, 4 or 5 days of the week, which doesn't happen a lot anymore. But I sometimes forget like what mindset I was in, like when I was like winning and like taking like nice, like good trades like with no FOMO, because for the most part that FOMO shit on, especially on Friday, can really mess up like your account and like the way you trade. You just have to try to catch resistances, support. Play it really simple. Like if you look at how I trade, I don't have nothing on my charts, nothing at all. I only have VWAP and like this special volume bar. It's basically just volume, but it shows you like the average 30-day volume, and like today's volume. It's not that crazy. I don't use MACD. I don't use none of that shit. Like all this shit is just resistance, support, Fibonacci levels, which usually ends up being supports and resistances. So I don't have to write that shit down, especially like if I'm going in a fast trade, or like something's popping off. Like I could just write it down. I mean, I could just draw it down right here. And yeah, that's pretty much what I use. Like you don't need a lot. All you need to do is make sure that you don't FOMO and just catch that low premium, bro. Even if you have a lot of money in your account, bro. Even if this contract is worth, let's say these JDs, right? They went crazy today, bro. Alright, what the? Alright, this shit gapped up crazy. But look at these JDs yesterday. I'll show you a 5 day. Alright, this is my type of trading right here for the most part, and this is what I strive to do every single day. Although for the most part, there's a lot of days that I don't do this. I always try to catch the premium below. I never try to buy at these highs. I always have these premium charts to the side of me to make sure that I'm not buying nothing but like it's exploding crazy. Stocks are always gonna have crazy run ups and crazy down days. Now, it doesn't have to always have a down day for you to find low premium, because as you can see yesterday, these 14 no these 76 calls expiring this week were at the lot of 8 cents. Now, if you could have caught that at 8 cents and held those into today, and seen that they were buying calls throughout the whole entire week for JD, even after this huge run up, you could always find options that are really cheap, and you could play those instead of paying $400, $500 per contract. Like, especially like with a move like this, like this shit's been busting for 2 days. This is a big move for JD. Like, it's been getting beat down for a minute. If you could just find these simple patterns and buy cheap premium, but making sure it's actually worth something, like making sure that it's not just like no garbage premium. Like, as you can see, like this is really bumpy premium, but it does have value in it. As long as you find dips like these, or dips right here, not at hard, not at hard. You're not gonna buy here. You're not gonna buy here. Try to buy around these levels, these lots, because what goes around comes around, and it's gonna go back up. And you want to be in these trades when it goes back up. You don't want to catch them up here and get stuck holding the bag and then wait for another run up to get out. You gotta make sure to catch that premium nice and low, so you could bust tendies and you can make large amounts of money and create your wealth. And I know this video is kind of everywhere, but this is how my brain thinks like when I'm trading. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This is my first video for my P&L thing, and I'll check you guys on Monday for my next day. And yeah, guys, peace out.